Welcome to E2 Income Architecture. In this little mini webinar, we're going to be talking about building an online business specifically in two primary formats. It's so easy to get online, to get confused, to wonder which direction I need to go in, where do I need to focus, and there is a primary question in information marketing, information publishing that people ask all the time. And that question is this: should I enter multiple niches or focus on just one niche? And that is actually a critical business decision. And once you lock in on that, if you'll stay faithful to it, you'll have clarity in it, and you'll move forward accurately, then you are going to be able to find a successful online business. And a lot of the answer to this particular question has to do with your personality, has to do with your style. And so we're going to look at two primary directions. And to me, they're really the only two. There are multiple ways that you could apply this, but what I focus on is simplicity. What is the easiest? What can I stay focused on? What can I accomplish? There are so many branches to follow in internet marketing. So many different directions that you can go. So many products that you can chase after. And every day there's something new released that, quote, is going to help you build your online business. But if you'll stay focused on the fundamentals, if you will make a business decision by the end of this webinar, the direction that you want to go, then you will be able to lock in and produce with, to me, very little effort, a business model and business approach that's going to serve you for the long term. So, should I enter multiple niches or focus on just one niche? There's basically two directions you can go. The first is the enterprise, and the second is the entrepreneur. So you get to decide. Now, I know that you'd love for me just to say, okay, this is exactly what you need to do. And that's what most people do. Most people say, this is it. You only need to do this. But here's what I found: that there are two primary personality styles that tend to come into all of online business. And it's either the enterprise personality or it's the entrepreneur personality. Neither one is more right. However, if you choose the wrong one for you, then it's definitely incorrect. So we're going to look at the enterprise approach and the entrepreneur approach, and then you make the decision in which one is going to fit you best, which one you feel like you can accomplish the most in, which one you are the most attracted to, and then make that commitment and stay focused on it. So first, let's look at the enterprise business. The enterprise prototype allows you to enter multiple niches and grow your business exponentially. So the first idea here is macro niching. It's not micro. You're not just going to do one thing. It's macro. You're going to do many things. You're going to be across many, many niches. So if this is your personality style and you go, you know what, I want to be in a bunch of different areas and I have a lot of different interests and I would love to be in multiple markets because I believe that that is going to accelerate my opportunities and my chances to be successful online. I don't necessarily feel like I have the ability to focus in just one area, and I don't really feel like I'm an expert in any one area, and so I'm going to come into multiple areas and sell products that will serve that particular market. Also, it's very quick product generation. Now, Nicheology, part of the component of our training is that we supply PLRs, or it's also basically known as private label rights, meaning that you can take the content, you can put your name on it, you can put your graphics in it. You can use the content as is, or you can change it all you want. So that you change the title, you actually change some of the body of the content. Or you can take it and turn it into a video, turn it into an audio. And so in under a day, you can create a product. The product is basically created for you. You just put your flair on it, your personality, your voice. You change it up a little bit if you don't want to do anything multimedia based. So it's a very quick product generation. We cover all of that, of course, in Nicheology, especially with the PLR conversion formula that shows you step by step how to do it. But it's quick product generation. It's massive build outs. It means you basically create an empire so that you don't simply have one site that people land on, but you may have 10, 20, 100 sites. I know right now that might seem like, man, that's crazy. There's no way I would get to that level. But if you're building a couple of sites a month, and that's it, and each site, because it's done for you, takes far less than a day. Way less, even with the changes you make. It's very easy to have a massive build out where you're sending just a little bit of traffic to each site. You don't have to have gobs of traffic because your entire business model is based on this one site. You can have just a little bit of traffic over multiple sites, and if each site is making a sale a day, wow. If you got one site making one sale, well, let's say that it's a $20 product. Well, you just made $20. But if you have 10 sites each making one sale, and you've now made $200 in that very same day. So you can have massive build out, and it lets you spread out your income streams. It's low interaction. Because you're not necessarily using yourself as the personality, you're not going to have to interact with customers near as much if you're using something like ClickBank for your processing. It's so easy to handle any sort of customer support through that. So it's very low interaction. You can literally build out your autoresponder, build out your site, all in a day, and you're practically done with that particular site. You can move on to the next niche. And then it's formulaic. You basically decide on a process and you repeat it over and over and over again. Now we've got a couple of ways that we teach that within Nicheology. One is 360, where you create a new site every 14 days. And the other approach is called the PLR profit formula, and it shows you how to do it in 10 days. But the truth is, I just spread it over that amount of time because I was saying you were going to take about 30 minutes to do each component. Whereas if you wanted to take a Saturday and complete it, or you took a day off, or if right now you're just not working, you can take a day and create an entire site. It is really that simple. It's that easy to do, and we cover all of that. Now with an enterprise, you would simply select a niche, you'd create the site, and you'd send some traffic. And that's it. It's just a quick and easy 3-step formula that you would repeat over and over and over again. So we've got here lose 10 pounds, but you may also want to use Photoshop secrets, real estate investing, pet birds, distance running. All of these are within the site right now. All of these are within Nicheology, and so I'm not pulling any products from outside of that, but each one of these are already in here, and we've got 100 products, 150 products that are already in there for you just to take and use. So it's already done for you. So if you got crazy, got ambitious, you could go in, and if you decided, I'm going to create one site a day, 150 days later, you would have 150 websites up, all with different products. I mean, it's crazy. So you certainly can see why this is called the enterprise model. One more, overcome shyness 101. So you got the weight loss industry here, the design industry, the real estate industry, the pet industry. Here's another in the fitness industry that shows that if you want to build out in a particular niche, you could do that and still call it the enterprise, because you wouldn't necessarily build it all out based on you. It would just be based on the niche itself. And then here's personal development, overcome shyness. So all of these, you just begin to build those out. And when they all come together, you've got this